Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Mark.
And this is SmokeySteveAndMarc.
Ah, yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Yes, super nice to see you.
Happy Friday.
And happy Friday. TGIF indeed. TGIF indeed.
Indeed. Oh, another weekend.
Yes, another week down, and tonight is a fun episode. It's New Moon Madness. Oh, yes. A whole month passed already since the last one.
I know. What have I been doing with my life?
I know. Time seems to be going so fast.
I'm sure I had fun. I don't remember much of it.
I know.
Februaries are rough. All I know is that it snowed.
It snowed a lot.
All month.
Yes, it did.
Everything's
Bad,
been a big,
too.
cold blur
Yes,
since December.
Oh,
So-
yes. And, last month's New Moon Madness video, we were talking about the snow moon, or the cold moon, appropriately so.
Makes sense now in hindsight.
Totally does. And what did we do? We walked through a 1-minute little meditation that you can do any time of the day.
Yeah.
We did a project of sugar scrub bombs. They were really cool. I've been using them all month. Have you used one yet?
I did. They're very scrubby. You
Yeah.
take that top roller skin right
It's
off.
a good exfoliant. I do like it. I have to say, I really enjoyed those. They're very nice. I'm going to make some more, I think.
Yeah.
And, of course, we had our Lunarly unboxing, and then we had a discussion on how the moon affects our mental health. Now, this month's moon is called the Sap Moon, or the Sugar Maple Moon. And, of course, we're going to have our Lunarly unboxing. We have our monthly project this month. It is really cool.
It is really cool.
It is neat. I have so much fun with it. I think too much fun. I got too much into it. I don't know.
Perhaps it's taken over a large part of the house.
It has. It has. And then for discussion, I have a really cute vignette for you today too. So I don't know. Should we get started right off the bat?
Yeah, why don't we just
rock and roll? Let's go right to it. I like
Okay.
that. Let's rock and roll. I like it. I
Yeah.
never say that. It kind of sounds stupid coming from my mouth.
It didn't sound any better coming out of me.
Well, that's true. Well, anyway, so this month, the Sap Moon, or the Sugar Maple Moon, we have the full moon, or the new moon rising. That'll be tomorrow, March 13th, and the full moon rises on March the 28th. And the moon is most commonly referred to as the Sugar Maple Moon. And do you know how we get maple syrup?
Well, you tap a tree or something, right?
Exactly. That's how you do it. Well, the first step in that process is by tapping a sugar maple tree to get its sweet sap. And that can only be done around this time of the year. Thus, the common name for this month's lunar cycle.
I see.
Pretty cool. So I thought we'd kick things off and get right to the unboxing.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're going to open our Lunarly box. It's a monthly subscription box, and it's all, like, moon and celestial related
New
stuff.
agey type things. Everything smells like a new age store. It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I really, really like it. And I had to open it already because I knew kind of what part of it entailed, what was in there. So every month you either get like a live plant or one of their premium candles. And this month was a plant month. Oh, yes. So the first thing we have in here is our plant of the month. There it is. Let me move this out of the way. Okay, and I think this is a corn plant.
It is a corn plant.
Very cool.
Water requirements, additional
Oh, they package it so nice too. He looks really good. So far, I really haven't had any problems with the plants, you know? They arrived nice. There was a little heating pad thingy in here too. I'm just trying to show you here. Okay.
It's cute.
It is.
It's cute for what it is. There's not much of a description of what a corn plant is. It just says how to take care of it.
And there he is.
It grows best in a bright spot.
I love their terracotta pots. I love these. Very, very nice. And that's our plant of the month. And they have it packaged so nicely. It comes like, wrapped in this, and then it has stuffing in there. And look, even a little heating pad because it was winter,
Yeah.
And so that's that. And then they have, this goes around it inside the box. It's hollow, it sits around it. Check it out.
stencils.
With the moon. Yes.
I had a feeling.
Oh yes, I'm gonna use that for something.
Anyways,
Watch
enough
next
to throw it
month's
away.
project. We're gonna use this.
Yeah.
All right. So the next thing in our Lunarly box is the actual box.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I love these boxes. I have tons of them.
They're cute.
They are. I don't know. All right. So what do we got? Let's open it up. Ah! This is so exciting. Okay, so let's start. Oh, I think we have tarot cards. We do. Botanica tarot cards.
Botanica Tarot deck. Enjoy using this gorgeous Botanica Tarot card deck to see what's blossoming in your life. This deck depicts traditional tarot card symbolism through the lens of flowers, adding even more beauty and meaning.
Oh, so cool. It has a little book. Oh, yes. Look. Here. Very cool. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like them.
Oh.
And then, yeah, and then there's artwork on the back.
Yeah.
All different plants.
Oh yeah, 6 of Cups, all that stuff.
Oh, nice. Oh, I'm excited. I love tarot cards. I have a cat deck. I have a couple different kinds. I have a mini deck. I think they're so... Well, I think there's an artistic quality about them, too.
There are. My
You
brother
know.
doesn't dabble in this stuff at all.
Yeah.
But he had taken my Rider Tarot deck, I think,
Yeah.
that I had as a kid, because I thought I was in the craft.
Yeah, right?
So I bought a tarot deck. And had taken them for art, just for
Oh, and
cutting and pasting and stuff.
that goes like that. That
With the
fits
plants.
in there. And we have Sue Me Time Self-Heating Eye Masks.
This single-use eye mask is designed to relieve tension with its gentle warmth and soothing lavender scent.
Nice.
After taking out the mask, create 2 ear loops by tearing the thin layer of material and holding it in a face pattern
Very
away
nice.
from you.
Ooh, I like it.
Allow 30 seconds for it to warm up. External use only.
Okay, well, good to know. Yeah, sometimes you get like personal care stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, look! A mister!
Glass plant mister. Love spoiling your house plants? Then try glass plant mister. This glass plant mister is the perfect accessory. Let it give
Love
the gift
it.
of morning dew to your indoor plants and watch how the added moisture in the air brings a vibrant glow back to their leaves.
Very nice. It's antique-y looking.
It
I
is.
love it. You guys seen me mist my plant. I love I do.
The first 20 minutes you're in the bathroom before your shower.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. All right, and then we usually have a crystal. We do. All right, so what do we got here? Down there. Every month you get a crystal, too. Ooh,
This
look
is-
at him.
A howlite gemstone. Howlite, Howlite.
Very cool.
There's a reason they say patience is a virtue. It's tough to maintain. Howlite is believed to help calmer thoughts prevail by bringing about a sense of stillness so you can remain calm and open-minded.
Nice.
Hold it in your hand for a sense of deep centering.
Oh, this is so cool. I have so many crystals now from Lunarly. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I was thinking this was my 12th month of receiving Lunarly.
Mhm.
And whereas I love it, I love Lunarly, you know I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do, I love it. I was thinking we could mix it up a little bit. Maybe we'll find a different subscription box to try next month, you know, that still centers around the moon or something celestial, something like
Mhm.
that, you know. So if you have any ideas, shoot them over to me and I will definitely give them a try.
Yeah, it'd be nice to mix it up. See
Yeah,
what else
mix
is
it
out
up a
there.
little bit. You know, I'll probably definitely go back to Lunarly because I do really like them. I do. And they have a lot of changes coming, but I thought that might be nice to mix it up. So next month we'll do something different. If you have any ideas, let me know, okay?
Mhm.
And speaking of crystals,
Mm.
that brings us to this month's project. Oh,
They're
I don't-
very cool.
This project
They're
is
very cool.
really, really cool, and it's suitable for all ages, and it's so fascinating. But we got to go to the kitchen to do it. So will you help me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So, all right, we'll see you in the kitchen, okay? All right. Hey guys, hey, how are you? Oh yes, we are back in the kitchen with our monthly moon project, and I couldn't be more excited about this project. I'm totally addicted, guys. I am addicted. I've been doing this for a few days now, practicing, and I totally love it, and I think you will too. Today we're going to make eggshell geodes. Oh yes, and you know what? This is a perfect project as a STEM project for kids too, because we talk about sedimentation, super saturated solutions, we talk about recrystallization. It's really, really interesting as well as fun too, all right? So let's get right to it, all right? So let's gather our materials. For this project, you will need some 20 Mule Team Borax. Oh yes, and you can get that pretty much at any grocery store. You'll need some eggs. You'll need some cups or saucers or anything that you can fit an egg into, okay? In addition to that, you'll need some glue. Tacky glue is fine, Elmer's glue is fine, any type of glue. And some food coloring. You can use gel or liquid, it doesn't matter. And then always have a wet towel on hand, okay? This will be your best friend, okay? So why don't we get started right away, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is prepare our eggshells. Now, what we want is, you can do, the shape doesn't matter. You can do any shape at all. But I personally think that it looks really, really good if you can kind of get the eggshell as a half eggshell, either vertically or horizontally, either way. Now, we're not going to be using the insides of the egg, so get a container to save it so you can cook it up. We don't want to have any waste here, okay? And grab yourself a butter knife, hold it firmly, and let's see, we'll try it this way. And we're just going to tap it. And tap it, just like that. And then open it gently but firmly. And we'll get our egg out there. Okay. And now we have our shells, just like so. And now you can, play around with it, try to get that little membrane out there, get all these little pieces off, to get the shape that you would like, okay? And then we're going to take this over to the sink and we're going to wash them out as best as possible, and be sure to be gentle because after all, they are eggshells, okay? I have ones already washed and ready to go here, so we're going to use these today for our demonstration purposes, okay? So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to grab our glue, and we're going to get some borax, and we are going to I put my glue in a little container, it makes it a little bit easier, okay? Now, one thing I want to say is you want to keep safety first, okay? Borax is a natural occurring mineral, but it can be harmful to pets and to humans as well. You definitely don't want to, breathe it in. It can harm your lungs and everything. Now, we're going to be pretty safe with it, but if you want to wear gloves, you could wear a mask. You can even wear goggles if you'd like to. Either way you do it, just be careful and make sure that you wash all of your surfaces and any containers that you use the borax in, okay? Safety first. Okay, so I have my borax in a little container here. I have my glue in a little container here. And now what we're going to do is coat the eggshells with our glue. Now, y'all, I tried all different ways of doing this. Yes, I used a brush. I used a foam brush. I even used an old towel that I cut up. The easiest way is to use your fingers. Trust me on this. It really is. It truthfully is. So we're going to cover our eggshell with the glue. And the purpose of this is that we are going to dip it in our borax so that it kind of, whoops, I broke it, but that's fine. You'll see it turns out nice. Okay, so we're going to take our shell, put it in the borax like that. Wet towel, see how handy that is? Okay, and then we're just going to coat it so that your entire eggshell is covered with borax just like that. And what this does is it kind of gives our crystals something to kind of catch on to and start to form, okay? So we're going to set these aside and let them dry a little bit. And while that is happening, here, let me do this. Let me move this out of the way. And while that is happening, we're going to prepare our solution. Oh yes. So on the stove here, I have some water that's been heated up, and you want to heat it up till it's boiling. The hotter, the better, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to make a super saturated solution. Now, what the heck is that? All that is that we are going to be adding a solid to a liquid. We're going to be dissolving solids into a liquid. Super saturated means that the liquid cannot possibly hold any more of those solids. In this instance, we're adding borax to hot water. Now, once the hot water is super saturated, it can't absorb any more of that borax. That's super saturated, and that's what we're looking for. So, I'm going to start by getting one of our containers. I'm going to use this one here, and you want one that's kind of deep enough that will hold an eggshell. You know, we want the solution to be completely covering our eggshell. This is a pretty good size. Mugs work well. You know, you just want it to be able to clear the sides of the container, okay? So I'm going to pour that in there like so. Okay. Right, and then we're going to get our borax, which I have right here, and we're going to start adding it to our hot water. Just like so, and we're going to continue to stir it, okay? Now, a good rule of thumb for this is 1/4 cup of borax to 1 full cup of hot or boiling water, and that gives you something to go by. Now, if you're going to do a lot of them, you're probably going to want to make a lot of this solution, so just times that equation. So what we want to look for is that the water has accepted all the borax that it can, leaving just a little bit floating at the bottom. Well, how about that? Just perfect! Ah, yes, as you can see, some of the solution is still, or some of the borax is still at the bottom like that. That's exactly what we are looking for. Yay! Okay, so now at this point you can divide your solution up if you want to do different colors or according to how many eggshells you're going to make. Like if you have 10 eggshells, you're going to want 10 containers because we're going to do 1 eggshell per container. So I have all of my cups out ready to go. For this demonstration, we're just going to use 1. And this is also the time where you can tint your water if you want. I'm going to do clear because I want to show you how that turns out. But I did some other ones in red, blue, green, and yellow as well. And you just want to add a few drops of food coloring to your solution. Now remember, this is a super saturated solution, so only a couple of drops are going to be accepted into the water, okay? All right, it'll give a nice pastel look to it too, okay? All right, so I'm going to do clear. So the next step really is so simple. Do you remember the eggshells that we had coated with our borax? We are just going to submerge it into our solution just like so. Now you want to look and make sure that it's not touching all around the outside of it. The bottom is totally fine. And that's it. Now we walk away. Oh yeah, so now we have to let the recrystallization process start, okay? Now, this starts when the water starts to cool down. In fact, the cooling of the water is almost the most important part of this entire process. The longer it takes to cool down, the larger your crystals will be. And the more intricate they'll look too, I have found out too. Now, you can just set this aside, let it go for 5 hours or overnight. I let mine go overnight and then I took them out. They will stick to the bottom a tiny bit, but you just give it a little nudge and they remove right from the bottom of your container. And you will have that. Look how nice. Isn't it cool? I really hope that the video can do it justice. I'm not sure if it can, but it is so impressive. It looks so cool. So what I'll do is I'll take some close-ups of all the finished ones for you right after this so you can see just how nice they really do look. They look really, really cool. All right. So let me put that back. Now, once you remove it, what is he doing?
He found
Bandit's
a box.
playing in the box right down here. Oh my goodness. Of course, because we're making a video. He knows. Now, when you put your eggshell into your solution, you want to put it somewhere where you will not disturb it at all. You don't want to bump it or jar it in any way because these crystals are delicate when they are forming, okay? All right, that was one thing. Now, another thing, too, you can reuse this solution. So, the next day, you take your eggshells out and you have all this solution left over. All you do is reheat it up back to boiling and add more borax to it, about a tablespoon at a time, until you reach the super saturated state again. And then you can start all over again with your eggshells and reuse them. Now, part of the fun of this project is how different you can make everything look and the different processes you can use. For example, I told you that one of the most important parts of this is the cooling process of the water. You could have your solution and your eggshell ready to go. You could pop it in a sunny windowsill. You could even put it in the oven and turn the oven off to slow the cooling process. So many different ways to try it. You could try the eggshells without the glue and the borax on it. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. Now, let me grab this one for you because I want to show you a different thing that I did. So I took this one and I thought, what would it be like if I just took a marker on it? It's another way to color your eggs. Just take a Sharpie marker in whatever color you want, color your eggs before you put the glue on it, and you'll have some designs that will show through. Pretty cool, huh? So those are just some different ways of doing it. Now, also, if you want to reuse your solution, you can also redo the first one that you did. Now, I tried that out on a couple of them. I did it overnight, took them out, let them dry, redid the solution, and popped the same ones back in. Check it out. Even larger crystals. So super cool. I really hope you can see how cool they look because they really are neat looking. But like I said, I'll do a close-up for you, okay? All right, so we're going to let this sit overnight. I'm going to have another eggshell in the morning. Let me move this out of the way here, and let me show you my finished. And those were the ones that I did last night. And you can see some of them are tinted. Those are the ones that I used food coloring with. And some of them are just plain, too. Super nice, huh? I think they're really cool looking. But here, I'll just bring the whole thing over. Look how beautiful these turned out. I am totally digging these. What a great, great, great alternative to regular dyeing, right? I think it's so cool. I'm going to make an entire basket of these. I'm so super stoked. Takes a little bit longer, but I think the end results are really, really striking. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, okay? All right. So I guess that's it for our project today. Definitely give it a try. And if you do, send me pictures. I love to see your creations, and I'll put them up over on Facebook too, okay? So I hope you enjoyed our project today. Thanks so much, and I will see you for next month's New Moon Madness project. See you guys.
That was fun. All fresh.
Yeah,
Good.
that was fun, all fresh. Did you like it?
I did. Yeah.
It's really fascinating you can like actually watch them grow.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's a fantastic learning experience, like a STEM activity.
Yeah.
Because it talks about you cover a lot of different kind of sciencey things.
I hadn't thought about
project.
super saturated.
I know,
solutions
it's so long.
in 30 years.
Right?
Yeah.
I know, me too. But, and anyway, and like I said, it was perfect for Easter,
Mm-hmm.
right? I can't wait to make more of those eggs for Easter. I think they look so cool. They are a little time consuming, but boy, they make an impact. Like, they really do. They look really, really cool. But, would you believe that the date of Easter is chosen in direct correlation with the full moon?
I did not know that.
Yes, it is. So check this out. So the date of Easter every year, Easter Sunday, always occurs. Wait, let me make sure I say this right because I don't want to mess it up. It is celebrated on the first Sunday following the full moon on or after the date of the spring equinox.
Oh.
Sounds a little confusing, right? So here, look, I wrote it down so we can break it down for you. So 2021, right now, right? The spring equinox is on March the 20th, right? The first full moon after that date is on March the 28th. So Easter Sunday is the following Sunday. And that'll be April the 8th.
Oh, they all got there in the end.
And you know what else is super interesting?
What?
Have you ever heard of a moon tree?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Well, guys, I put together a little vignette for you because this is so interesting. I knew nothing about this, and I gotta get my hands on one. Hey guys, Mark here with another vignette for you. Oh yes, and today is an informational vignette chock full of interesting facts. Today we're talking about moon trees. Now what the heck is a moon tree anyway, right? Well, I didn't know either, and I had to do some sleuthing. So, moon trees are trees that were grown from seeds that were taken up into orbit and around the moon by Stuart Roosie, the command pilot for the Apollo 14 mission in 1971. Seeds were collected from 5 types of trees. These seeds stayed with Roosa as he orbited the moon and flew back to Earth. Now, nearly all of the seeds grew, and in 1975 and 1976, most of the seedlings were given away to state forestry groups to be planted for the country's bicentennial celebration. Other saplings found prominent homes in the U.S., such as the White House, and probably most famously, Washington Square in Philadelphia. Some trees were even given away as gifts to other countries, including Brazil, Switzerland, and Japan. Now, the number of moon trees has increased over the years as cuttings were taken of moon trees and replanted. These second-generation moon trees are called half-moon trees and can now even be purchased as saplings. Now, Stuart Roosa's daughter, Rosemary, continues her father's work with her Moon Tree Foundation. Pretty cool, huh? Oh my gosh, I found that so interesting. And you know what? I so have to get my hands on one of those saplings that are for sale. I mean, how cool would it be to have a moon tree growing in my backyard? Oh, yes. Well, that's today's vignette for you. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Ciao. It was, I mean, it's pretty interesting, really.
Well, I didn't know anything about that.
I didn't either. I think it's well, I do think it's interesting. It's not like they went up to the moon and, you know, got some moon dust and planted it in that. I mean, it orbited the Earth and everything and came back down. But I do think it's interesting.
It's cute.
And
I've never heard of it.
I'm doing like a search right now to see if I can get my hands on one.
Of course.
And grow one in the backyard and put a little plaque on it. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll leave our mark here before we leave.
I know. If we only owned it, I would be a lot more gung-ho about it.
I'm going to nail a plaque to a rental. We'll
I know, right?
We got our own place.
I don't know, but I guess that's about all we have for you tonight for the new moon video. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of
It was fun and it was interesting.
Yeah.
And I like ones like that.
It's good when it's both. It's more fun to make. It's more fun to...
It is. Yeah. It is, you know. But, so that brings us to our final thing, our intention for the month. Part of Lunarly's whole thing that they do is they like to promote a positive intention every month that goes along with the current moon, you know. So this month being the Sap Moon or the sugar maple moon, right? What they're asking you is, what energy can you tap into to create something special? Let us focus on creativity this month, all right? So let's focus on how we can let our creativity flow. So that could be trying one of the projects we did today. That could even be learning something new, like moon trees.
Yeah.
You know? Or heck, go back to last month and make those sugar scrubs. They're awesome. Anything creative, that will be our intention for the month, all right?
Yeah. Something new.
Something creative and new. Because like I said before, The new moon is always a perfect opportunity to tap into that new moon energy and start something new, to begin something, to grow something. You know, a lot of people will start a new financial plan at the time of the new moon, because as the moon grows, the energy is all aligned for, like, well, growing things like a savings account.
Oh,
Now, I'm not going to say if I tried it before, but, you know.
I could tell you.
But it's a great time to try something new, and this month we're going to focus on creativity.
That's good. Yep. We'll see where we are next month with how that went.
We will, and we'll see you back right here next month for our next New Moon Madness video. And I don't want to give anything away, but it does include a giveaway, and the giveaway is so special and so nice. One of our fellow viewers actually provided it, and it's homemade. It's really nice. So definitely check out next month's New Moon video, okay?
Well, shall we call it a night?
Yeah, you can do the spiel.
I'm going to do my spiel.
You can do the spiel.
Well, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, hit the notification bell and the thumbs up on your way out so you'll know when we get new videos coming up and also when we go live. You can follow Mark and I on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Twitter. Our handle's at SmokeySteveA. Our email address and our contact information's listed below as well. Thank you again. And I will be talking to you tomorrow about Foodie Beauty.
Yes,
AKA
you will.
Miss Chantal, if you're nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What a week it has been.
They were all fucking lives. Every last one. We'll talk tomorrow.
Your favorite.
We'll make sense of it. We'll figure something out.
How do I follow that?
It's not if the cycle continues, it's how.
How? Right.
So-
Right. Well, I really hope you enjoyed tonight's New Moon Madness video, and let me know if you have any, you know, lunarly type subscription boxes you want me to try out for next month. And you know what? Keep the intention in mind. Let's do something creative this month, all right? All right. It was great spending time with you. Stay safe, stay well, but above all else, stay positive, everybody. Bye. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ciao. I love my plants.